Hey, I'm about to hit y'all with some player ish right here. So get your pads, get your pencils or pens, and take notes. I'm about to show you how to make her feel special the player way. I'm gonna give you 3 tips and strategies that you can implement to have it feeling all mushy and gushy inside on some player ish. You dig? Let's get it. Now, the first thing before we get into the 3 tips, the first thing you got to understand is that they have huge egos, right? See, guys think, the narrative is, oh, male ego, male egos. Well, newsflash, women have huge egos and you got to stroke it. You got to appeal to her ego and stroke it just like she do yours. You understand what I'm saying? So understand that they have insanely huge egos and it's easy to stroke it. It's real easy to stroke it and it's easy to break it. It's easy to break the ego down and it's easy to stroke it because it's so big and fragile. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to teach you that. But I just need you guys to understand that. Now, also understand that in the manosphere, they tell you guys, oh, no validation and treat them like this and no, don't validate them and all this old crap, right? Well, you have to understand, you're not going to be able to maintain no woman long term unless she feels special every once in a while. You're not going to be able to maintain no relationship, no situationship, or no plates or rotations or whatever you call them without putting this game down effectively. It's not going to work. So get over the whole no validation crap, right? Get over that. You got to make them feel special. You got to make them feel, googly inside and shit like that. You have to. It's, if, ands, or buts about that. Now, one more thing. I know what you guys thinking. Damn, I'm going to have to be a simp and, I'm going to have to simp out. Nah, see, you thinking I'm going to teach you how to do nice shit and give her things. That's not what's going on here. Doing nice shit and, treating her special and treating her like you think she's the fucking princess or queen. That's not really effective. That shit only work on really extremely vulnerable women. But most girls throughout their life, get treated special on the regular. So that's not effective. So that's not what you're going to get. You're about to get some player shit. So let's get into it, right? I'm going to give you 3 tips. Again, 3 tips how to make her feel special the player way. Now, the first tip you can implement is to have her provide you value or service you in a way, and then you show her and display to her how that helped you. You show her or display to her how that made, saved you time or, how, it helped your situation. I'll give you an example. Let's say, you caught up busy and you need her to take your clothes to the cleaners and shit, right? You have her do this, you have her take your clothes to the cleaners. And when she get back, you let her know, yo, I really appreciate what you did for me. That shit saved me so much time. I got X, Y, and Z done. They take pride in shit like that. They take pride in their nurturing qualities. They are hardwired to be nurturers and to serve you. A lot of guys don't realize how women are hardwired to serve them. Society kind of teaches us that we should serve women and we should make sure, we do everything to treat them special and treat them like a princess. But that's not how things go. And the guys that do that usually end up losing. You know what I'm saying? Women get delighted and they get damn near aroused when they serve you. So show her, make her provide you value and then show her how it helped you. Show her how, and you ain't got to simp out and be like, oh, baby, I'm going to just give you the world. But, let her know like, damn, I really appreciate that. That shit saved me so much time. And, I was able to get X, Y, Z done. And that makes them feel special. This is some player shit. You guys got to understand. This is some real deal player shit. But yeah, and make her provide you value or service you and just, display that it worked. Her providing whatever she did for you, it works. And then she'll also feel like that she's going to benefit from that too. She's going to feel like, she's going to benefit from that well, and she's going to reap the fruits from that as well. This is deep game. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this type of shit all my life. Trust me. Number 2, make her feel like she introduced you to something for the first time and act like you really enjoy it. And, I ain't really a big proponent of doing the capping and lying and all that shit. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And I do this shit all the time. Like, give you an example. So let's say y'all chopping it up and you talking about restaurants and shit. And she say, oh, this is my favorite restaurant. You say, damn, I ain't never tried that. So she gonna take you there and you act like, it's your first time experiencing this with her, and you act like, you know, you enjoy that shit. If you genuinely enjoy it, it's better. But you act like you really enjoy this shit, and she's going to feel special. Shit like this strokes their ego. You know what I'm saying? That she was the first person. You know, she was the first person to give you, you know, a good experience in a certain arena. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I ain't never really rode the jet skis and shit before. You know what I'm saying? We can go do that shit together. That's another thing. You know, do things, try to figure out, you know, shit that she's never done and that shit that you've never done, and then y'all do that shit together. You know what I'm saying? Ride jet skis or fucking skydive or top golf or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit together. And women, that strokes their ego because they came first and they feel like they were the first person to give you this experience. And you'll notice when you own experiences like that, where they feel like they're the first, they're a lot more, my voice is all cracking up, sorry. Where they feel like they're the first, they're a lot more submissive. They're a lot more enjoyable because they want the experience to be really, really good for you. And they want it to be memorable for you. Women, like, they delight on shit like memories and, you know, shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? So make her feel like she introduced you to something for the first time. It can be a dinner experience. It could be a fucking movie. This is what I like to do, shit like this. I like to act like I'm not into those romance movies and shit, you know, because I'm really not. But, you know, the chicks be like, oh, well, you got to sit down and watch this one with me. You know what I'm saying? So, I sacrifice an hour and a half or some shit like that. Sacrifice an hour and a half or some shit like that to sit down and watch the movie and really get into the movie with them and shit like that makes them feel special. You know what I'm saying? I just gave y'all one of my top secrets. It seems like it's a small thing, but little things are huge. Women care about like the little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Acting like, you know, I don't like them love movies. I ain't into shit like that. And you know, their ego want to make you try. Well, I want to get you to watch it. You'll like it. So you sit down and you watch that old bullshit and you act interested, you engage, you talk about the shit after it's over and shit. And then you act like you enjoy it. They feel special as fuck because it strokes their ego. You understand? So make her feel like she introduced you to something for the first time and act like you enjoy it. It's better if you genuinely enjoy it, but if you don't enjoy it, act like you enjoy it. And I'm not saying be no fucking actor or, you know, be a fake and shit. You introduce, you know, be a fake and shit all the fucking time and you gotta fake it to make it. And I'm not saying that, but you know, certain things you gotta put on you gotta put on your actor, you gotta put on your Denzel Washington, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put on your Lorenz Tate sometimes. Sometimes you gotta do it in order to put this playerism game down. You know what I'm saying? That's player shit. So act like you like some of the shit. And like I said, you don't have to act on everything, but significant things like her being the first to show you something, things like that. Just act like you like shit. Now, the third and final tip is that you put her in a position so she thinks that you trust her. You don't have to actually trust her. And sidebar, don't put yourself in a situation to where, you know, you lose a whole lot or, you know, if it's gonna fuck your life up and shit like that. But you want to put them in situations to where they think that you trust them. When trust builds oxytocin in a woman, and oxytocin is a hormone, it's a chemical that makes women feel good. It makes humans feel good, and it's responsible for bonding. I get more into that in my How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You, How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You course. But you know, you put them in a situation to where, you know, they think that you trust them, and you know, you don't have to, you display to them that you're not open like this. You're not really open like this. You usually don't let people in like this. You know, you can tell them a secret, not no shit that makes you look weak or something like that, but just tell them a secret. Or what I like to do, another one of my tips, you know, another one of my secrets is I leave them at my house for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like if we get up and if you know, she come to the house tonight and we smash or whatever, if I get up and I have to run errands and shit, if she don't have to work or something like that, I'll leave her at my house. Now, I ain't worried about you snooping through my shit. I'm not worried about you stealing from me. I ain't really worried about none of that shit because, you know, a bitch know they ain't finna be playing with me like that. And if they do, I'm going to handle that. But I leave them at my house for a while, for a few hours while I'm going to run around or do what I need to do or run some errands and shit. And they think that I trust them. Now, again, I ain't really worried about, I don't really have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? I know they're going to rummage through my shit. I already know that. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm not going to really take no loss or nothing like that, because I don't leave nothing around for nobody to steal and shit. I don't have cash and shit no more like back in the days I did, have cash laying around. But, I keep all my shit in bank accounts and all that shit now. So, but when I do this and I leave them there, they feel like I trust them, right? And then they feel special because they get the impression of me that I don't do shit like this for everybody else. You see what I'm saying? And usually what happens is they'll clean up, they'll tidy up something and they'll organize and shit, because they feeling good and shit. They'll organize your shit. After they go through it, of course, they'll organize some shit, organize your dresses or clean up and shit like this. And what happens is when you come back and you acknowledge that they cleaned up for you and shit like this, boom, it's a double whammy. Damn, you really saved me a bunch of time, because I got a bunch of shit to do, and then I had to clean up and shit like that. So that's two birds with one stone. But that's my little trick. I leave them at my crib. Now, if you don't have your own crib or your own spot, you need to get your own spot if you're going to be out here dating anyway. But you can do, there's other things that you can do. You know what I'm saying? You just have to get creative with the game. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, you can tell them a secret and shit, or what act like it's a secret, even though you probably done told everybody this shit, but you tell them shit. You tell them that it's a fucking secret and shit. And, she thinks that you trust her and shit. And like I said, when a woman thinks that you trust her, her body releases chemicals, and it makes them feel good. It makes them feel special, and it helps them bond with you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's some deep game. But I get real deep with that whole oxytocin and shit. And I teach you how to manipulate this stuff in her body in my course, How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. So you should go get that. The link is in the bio for that. But that's 3 tips on how to make a woman feel special the player way. So y'all thought I was going to tell you to bring the bitch flowers and, bring her flowers and show up on time and, compliment her. That's all that sucker shit. You do all this shit. Not only do you make her feel special, right? Not only do you make her feel special, but guess what? She brings you value. You know what I'm saying? She makes your life easier, and everybody fucking wins. You see what I'm saying? Everybody wins. You put in a little effort. You got a whole lot out of her, and she's happy. Like I said, women are hardwired to serve you. Y'all don't know that. Y'all think you got to serve them, but women are aroused. Women get horny when they serving you, when they servicing you, and they nurturing you. It's their quality. This is what they're hardwired to do. You see what I'm saying? And the man that can make them do this, with a little finesse, they love and they chase after him. I learned this shit when I was a teenager. You see what I'm saying? And I've been putting this game down for a long time. I'm in my 30s. So you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's that. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you can get this good player shit fresh off the press. And no, I ain't even introduced myself. I am yours truly, your gracious game advisor, King Dre. You know what I'm saying? And my favorite slogan is, playerism is an antidote to feminism. This playerism game, we call this playerism that I'm putting down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Captain Saber Bro. That's my nickname. So y'all can call me Captain Saber Bro too. But anyway, go get both of my courses, Attraction 101 and How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. Join the private Facebook community. I'm going to leave a link in the description for that below. And for you gamers, guys that game and shit like that and got, Discord. I got a private Discord community too that you can chop it up with the guys in the Discord. So I'm going to leave a link in the description for that. And if you need coaching, get at me at www.kingdreism.com. KINGDREISM.com. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for that. Book me on my website, and I got you. The dopest game you're gonna ever hear. Ain't none of these motherfuckers on YouTube fucking with me. Plenty of receipts, the whole night. I done coached thousands of guys, and don't nobody do this shit like me, because I'm for real about it. And I've been doing it. This is my life. I've been doing this for a long time. Whatever situation you need, how to get your ex back, how to get the chick at your job, you know, how to step your game up, how to be more attractive, how to take women's soul, how to close the deal, what the way on the date, the whole nine. I got you covered. This what I do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre. I'm gone.